Recently, my cousin Daryl stopped by for a visit and asked to use my total gym. I offered to show him how to use it, but he said he could figure it out himself. So I set up a hidden camera to see how he would do. He can't hear me, so I don't know why I'm whispering. Anyway, let's see how Daryl did, and leave a comment below with your favorite Daryl moment or share a story of your own total gym mishaps. Let's get started. To safely get on your glide board, straddle your glide board, push the glide board up the rails, then take a seat towards the bottom, and then place your feet up on the squat stand. Roll back, and then from there you can perform your squats. Now when you're ready to come back up, just extend out straight. If you need a little assistance or momentum, you can place your hand behind your hamstring and then use that to get some momentum to pull yourself back up, and then gently lower your glide board back down towards the bottom of the rails. When performing squats on your total gym, make sure you keep your fingers away from the rollers and also from the stoppers at the bottom of your glide rails. Don't extend your fingers down here. Keep them up on the padded surface. You can cup the bottom of your glide board if you like as you're doing your squats. Again, just make sure you're not extending them too far down. When using your cables facing away from the tower, let's go ahead and attach our cable pulley to the glide board. That'll take a little practice. Of course, always make sure you're using your safety hitch pin. Now when we're facing away from the tower, I like to grab both handles, and then I make sure that I have one handle in each hand and that the cables are not crossing one another before I take a seat at the top of my glide board. And of course from here you can do push-ups, you can come down and do pullovers. And then come back up and off, and again gently lower your glide board down the rails, releasing your handles. If you've got long hair like Daryl, make sure you keep it away from that pulley system. I hear it's very painful if your hair gets caught in there, so make sure you keep that long hair tucked up and away from that pulley. When performing exercises on your total gym, make sure you maintain good posture and good form. That's going to help prevent injury, and it's also going to make the exercise more effective. So for example, for these bicep curls, my shoulders are back, my chest is lifted, my arms are extended out in front of me, I'm keeping a flat wrist, and I'm keeping my elbows stable in the air. So make sure you're using proper form to get the most out of your total gym. One phrase you may have heard before is putting your mind to the muscle. And what that means is making sure that you're using the correct muscle when you're performing an exercise. And I know a lot of times people have difficulty, like when they're performing an exercise, it's like, what muscle should I be using? Where should I be feeling this? And the cards that come with your Total Gym don't really explain that. And I did find this poster, that orange one up on the wall, that will show you for each exercise which muscles you should be engaging or where you should be feeling it. So that may be some help to some of you. I'll leave a link to it in the video description. But I do want to just kind of give you a quick demonstration here. So we saw Daryl doing these bicep curls before, and it's like, is he really using his biceps? This is more of a shoulder exercise. So to use your biceps, I'm fully extending my arm and then pulling up with that bicep, releasing slowly. Now, one thing that happens a lot when people aren't using proper form or they're not really using the correct muscle, one thing that may be the culprit is you have your glide rail set too high. So you're trying to overcompensate. You're trying to use other muscles to complete the exercise. So try that out as well. Another quick example is the oblique twist. That's easy to get your arms or your shoulders involved. So again, really think about which muscles am I using, which muscles should I be activating. So for the oblique twist, I want to engage or start that movement with my oblique muscles. So I'm twisting away and I'm activating those core muscles, those oblique muscles, to initiate the movement. And by making sure you're using the right muscles, again, you're going to get the most out of your Total Gym and see the results that you want. When you want to do hamstring curls using your two-piece wing attachment, your first step is to remove your squat stand if it's in place. It's a safety precaution. So in case you were to slide down the glide board, you're not going to hit your head on the squat stand. So to get into position, I'm just going to pull the glide board up the rails, grab the handlebar with one hand, take a seat on the glide board, grab the handle with the other hand, and then place one foot in each wing attachment at a time, and then you can roll down into position. Now when you're performing a hamstring curl, you're pressing your heel down into that padded surface to pull yourself up the glide rails. You're not pulling with the top of your foot, you're pressing down with your heel. And then when you're done, roll back up, grab the handles, take one foot out at a time, and slowly lower your glide board down to the bottom of your rails. Best practices for always getting on and off your Total Gym is to knuckle down. So grab your handles and knuckle down on that glide board, and then get into position on your glide board to perform your exercise. And then when you're done, we'll knuckle down again. Come down one foot at a time, and then slowly lower your glide board down the rails. When you're done performing an exercise with the cables, place your feet on the floor, grab the cables or handles with both hands, and then gently lower your glide board down the rails, releasing the handles to the side. Now this one's really simple. When you're not using your cables, just detach the pulley from your glide board. That's going to prevent that clanging and banging noise, which personally I find kind of irritating and distracting when I'm working out. Now, is it going to harm or damage your total gym if you leave them connected? Probably not. It's just really a matter of preference. Fortunately, other than his finger, Daryl didn't seriously injure himself. So did I miss anything? Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.